Okay, my dear friends, many people, when we go to clients, we close the case, people have understood it, people have accepted it, people agreed to it, but there is one thing which always comes in the way, and the people or the clients always think about that yes, we are interested, we would like to do this policy, we don't have any other issues, but I will tell you when I will buy it. And somehow lot of people kind of defer it, postpone the case, and then they just keep lingering without taking any decision. Now, is this good for the customer? I don't think. It is not good for the customer. Why it is not good for the customer? Because there is a cost of delay. Now, if when we are talking to the customers, if we are not able to tell them about this cost of delay, then I think they will not be in a position to really take this decision in a very pragmatic way. So I give this example about driving. So this is a very interesting and important example. So suppose now I stay in Mumbai and I have to go to Pune, and I tell my client I am staying in Mumbai and I have to go to Pune, and I know two things about this, that it takes about 3 hours to travel from Mumbai to Pune, and it is about 180 kilometers. Having known this information that it is 180 kilometers, and then I will reach Pune in 3 hours. So with 3 hours it is 180, which means at the speed of 60 if I travel, I would easily be able to cover this distance in 3 hours. But what happens? Due to some reason I delay. I get delayed by almost 1 hour. And if I delay by 1 hour, now I have to do 180 kilometers and I have to drive at 90 speed. Okay, fine, it would be little dangerous, but we have the expressway, and I'd say okay, fine, it's all fine, let's go. But now there is a caveat that you have to drive at 90, you can't drive at 60. So you have to drive at 90, and then you'll reach in Pune in 180, you'll complete this 180 kilometers in 2 hours. Now what happens is I delay by another half an hour. Something happens and I delay by another half an hour. So instead of 2 hours, now I just have 1.5 hours. So which means I just have 90 minutes, and I just have 90 minutes and I have to complete almost 180 kilometers. So basically what it means is that I will have to drive at a much higher speed, and you know very well how much speed you will have to drive so that you are able to reach in 90 minutes for 180 kilometers. And then what happens is, suppose if you delay by 2 hours and you just have 1 hour. Now I ask you, if you have 1 hour, then you will need to go at the speed of 180. Would you be able to manage it? Which means very clearly the client will say, no, I will not be able to manage, because I will not be able to go at the speed of 180, and therefore it means that it is impossible to really cover that particular distance. And imagine if you just have half an hour, you will need to go at the speed of 360, which is just next to impossible. So my dear friends, there is a cost to delay. There is a cost to delay. There is a huge cost. In case of our investment, what happens is the cost of the amount of investment goes up tremendously. So just like the speed which we have to go at 60, if we have to do it in 3 hours, if we have to do it in 2 hours, then it increases to 90. Similarly, if you have to do it in 1 hour, it increases to 180, and if you have to do it in half an hour, it becomes 360. So you can't drive at the rate of 360, you can't drive at the rate of 180, and therefore if you delay, a time will come where it will become impossible to reach that goal, because you will not be able to do the investment. The investment will keep increasing with the delay that you are doing. So I would tell my customers, sir, since you have decided, you already need it. It's not that you have not decided or you don't need it. That's a different situation. But if the person had decided it, he also needs it, he has agreed to it, he has the budget for it, then the only reason for delaying is just because he is little uncomfortable. But I think if we explain to him in this particular fashion, he will be able to really understand that his cost is going to improve, his cost is going to increase. One is that his age will increase, second is because the term reduces. Always remember, when the term reduces, for the same sum assured or for the same maturity, your amount of premium keeps on going up, So you buy a 20-year policy, it is different. You buy 15, it increases. You buy a 10-year policy, it will increase. And also his age will increase. So today if he is 35, after 5 years he will be 40, after 10 years he will be 45. So now not only will his premium for his per lakh will increase, but also because of the tenure, the premium will keep increasing. And therefore it's very, very important for us that if a person has decided, you give this example and just ask him to sign on the dotted line and take the check, because you are protecting him from the inflationary impact on the premium. Thank you.